Alright guys, in this video I'm going to talk to you about how to get a domain name and hosting and how to get it set up so you can get your website installed and going. Okay, so this is a website that I use almost every time I buy a new domain name. It's at namemesh.com. I'll put links for everything I'm going to mention below this video just to make it easier. And then what you do is in this box here, you just type in a word based around the topic of what your website's going to be. So for me, what I'll do is type in like crypto, because crypto is really popular right now. And come over here, make sure this box that says show best offer is unticked, otherwise it's going to give you an ad every time. Click generate, and what's going to happen is it's going to show you a bunch of available domain names. Now, because crypto is so popular, there's not a whole lot available here. Normally with a keyword that's not near as popular, you're going to find tons and tons of available domain names. But here you can see under AI, all these are available. So what I'm going to do is pick out one of these to use. And then you'll notice over here under mix, there's also some. And so what you want to do is basically just come down here and you'll normally find a bunch of them under SEO. This is normally where I pick from, either the ones under SEO or AI. What I done is I registered mine at namesilo.com. It's where I register all of my domains at. And what I done was I ended up buying the domain name called Cryptosin. And so I registered it. You can see down here it is registered. So my website is not being hosted here on NameSilo. It's being hosted on a hosting company called cloudhosting5.com. That's where I host the majority of my websites at for this. And I'll put some links below of ones that work well with YT Evolution, because we've had quite a few customers in the past that had issues with certain web hosts working with this. So be sure you look at those recommended web hosts before you get started. Now, when you register for a web hosting company, they will send you in an email what their name servers are. So for the one that I'm using, this is the name servers that they gave me. And so what I had to do was when I registered my domain on NameSilo, I had to put my name servers in here. And what this does is basically directs this domain name to my hosting company so it can use it. So that's all that does. It's very easy to do. You just enter it in when you're registering your domain. And then you're going to give it maybe 30 minutes, sometimes an hour even, for everything to propagate and work. And then what you're going to do is go to your hosting account that you registered. Like I said, mine is on cloudhosting5.com, and I'm inside of the cPanel right now. And what I'm going to do is scroll down here to the section under domains, and I'm going to click on add-on domains. And then what I'm going to do is enter the domain name right here that I just purchased. And then I'm going to click on add domain. And that's going to add this domain to my hosting account. Now, once that's done, I'm going to go back and we're going to install WordPress on it. So I'm going to scroll clear down here, and you can see I have several options. I have one here called WordPress Manager, and then a script down here says WordPress. I can use either one, but I'm going to click on where it says WordPress. And so this is where you're going to install WordPress on your domain you just purchased. So regardless of what web hosting company you use, the installation process is going to be similar to what you see here, but it may be a little bit different. A lot of hosting companies has their own system for this. But I'm going to leave this first option here. This is just the latest version of WordPress. And then installation URL. Cloudhosting5.com gives you free SSL certificates to make your site more secure. So I always choose that option. What I usually do is just choose this one here, the HTTPS. And then from here on the drop down box, I'm going to choose the domain that I just added, which is cryptosin.com. Under this next box right here, you want to make sure you leave it empty, because you want to install WordPress on the main domain and you do not want to install it on like a different directory of your domain. So leave this box empty. Down here for your site name, it really doesn't matter what you put in here, because the theme that you're getting for YT Evolution is going to overwrite all this information. You do want to make note of your username and password though, so you can log into your WordPress site once you get it set up. For admin email, I'm just going to leave it like this for now. And then down here, I'm just going to click on install. Okay, now it says it's successfully been installed, so we're going to open up our administrative URL here. And here's my dashboard. It automatically logged me in. Now, many web hosting companies, it can take up to 24 hours for your domain to propagate so you can install and use WordPress on it. And that's one reason why I love cloudhosting5.com, is because it took me only about 5 minutes, 10 minutes at most, to get my domain registered, to set up my name servers, and add it onto my cPanel account, and it's already active and I can use it. But this is how easy it is just to find a domain name, to register it, and to redirect it to your hosting account. And so that's all we're going to do in this video. Next video, we're really going to jump into it.